This is the first generation that exists with 100% access to information. So it will be very hard in the future to be able to talk about access to information as the problem. You see, in the past, we could always say, oh, I didn't know. But right now, we are living in an era whereby everything is available to you online. So how do we onboard the next generation? Number one, I think, is by building trust. There definitely exists a trust deficit in the world. If you look at it, there's a deficit between governments and its people. There's a deficit even between you and your bank, or you and your financial institutions, even in families. And it's trickling down to the lowest part, that if you're told something, do you really trust them? You know, Kenya is doing really, really well in terms of the economy, but do we trust it? You know, and you can look at Kenyans and take them as a definite example of a country where people have trust deficits. So we want to have a conversation, and the president mooted an idea called the Global Trust Summit, whereby we are asking, how do governments or people or corporates or corporations and even companies, SMEs and MSMEs, how can we build trust? What does trust look like? Do we have a trust indicator where we're able to say, this is how trust looks like? So we must have a conversation, not only in Kenya, in Africa, but also in the world, in terms of how do we build trust? How do we regain back trust? How do we reverse time so that we have trust? That if a government says we shall do this, the public will only measure them with this thing that the government said. And how does the government become committed and show commitment to that particular thing? So the Global Trust Summit next year will be a great, great platform to have those conversations. And it will be across the ages. It will be both young people, our age, and the older generation sitting down. And the older generation saying, this is what us guys went through. Us are just, this is what we went through. Gen Z saying, okay, well, as we don't know those ones, this is what we know. You know, and when you hear them use terms as tribeless, leaderless, the fear is gone and everything, it points to an issue of trust. There's a trust deficit.